Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly dream analysis reading. I'm going to approach it as a pick a card, and I did say weekly, so I'm going to start doing these weekly. So essentially looking at what your dreams meant, what your dreams were trying to tell you this week that passed, or the angels might give us a look ahead to let you know what your dreams are going to be telling you in the week coming up. So it is a pick a card. I'm an organic reader, so if you need to pause the video here to kind of tune in to 1, 2, or 3, go ahead and do so. I do timestamp below in the video description, so you can just jump ahead if you don't want to watch the process. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave card number 1 here. We'll put 2 and 3 just up here, so I know to grab those next. And what we'll do is, we'll do charms first, get some thematic for your dream, and then we'll get some cards. Okay, maybe you'll stand here. Gonna be one of those days. Okay. Now I am excited because I got a, excuse me, apologize. I'm excited because I got some additional charms. I was just online on those online marketplaces, and the angels drew me into a picture, a listing that had a whole bunch of charms, and they wanted just a few of them. So I reached out, and the individual was nice enough to just pull out the ones that I was drawn to with the angels. So now we've got 12 more signs. Guess I should use my other hand. So it looks like group number 1 here, it's something about changes up ahead. So I'm just going to do another pass here, see if I feel any more movement. They want to talk about your gifts here, your soul gifts. I actually just went through them the other day, through the 20 different gifts. Wow, okay. Maybe a lot of you are dealing with self-esteem, self-confidence. Okay. So I'm going to leave that crossing on both. I'm also going to do that as well. Same with this one. They're all kind of hitting on the line here. So a new opportunity, but you have a couple influences here that may be blocking you. It looks like energetically, change your energy, emotional, and the past. So there could be some fear there. We do have a commitment or recurring choice or behavior on the changes about to happen with some courage here. So these might be grouping all together here. Then we have up here the message about your gifts, and they're saying to choose strength. You've got some good luck about a relationship or a connection you're going to make. A little bit of a gift here, a little bit of a reminder from your soul energy. Something's meant to happen, maybe this change. So I'm going to leave this one here on the gift, unexpected message or gift. And then we have some focus down here. Focus on you. Focus on socialization. Focus on gathering some knowledge. So talking, getting some clarity here. Okay, so now let's get the cards. Group number 1, what have they been dreaming about this week? What have the dreams been trying to tell them? Get in there. It's one thing I know about this deck of cards. They do like to kind of stick together. When you see me moving cards, it's because they're drawing me to a specific area. Oh, we got quite the wealth of cards there. And then over here, this one and this one was sticking out. Okay. Group number 1, card number 1. Let's see what your collective theme is here for your dreams this week. So they pulled me right into the sentence at the bottom. I usually don't read the literal meaning of cards if you know my style. But they pulled me right away into the merging with the divine. I'm not surprised since they've hit the soul gifts up here, the reminder. So it looks like you're putting some work in here, even if it's just through your dreamscape, but you're definitely aligning all of your chakras here. So you're an individual that you might be feeling chaos, stress, etc., but it's because of the work you're putting in, the effort that you're putting in for betterment for self. You know, you're kind of putting your needs now and your desires, your passions, what you like, your interests, etc. So you're putting all that first, and that's really connecting you into your intuitive abilities, obviously your soul gifts, right? All of us have at least one. Most of us have more than one, but we just have one. So it's quite interesting how you guys are evolving here. But like I said, there's a sensation of, you know, pulling this way and that way, or you might feel some like physical ailments as they're kind of showing me the green. So your emotions might be, you know, swinging on the spectrum of emotions, and you've got some healing. But like I said, it's because you're tuning yourself up here. You're aligning everything. Just gonna put the bowl so it holds the card nicely. Okay. So let's start down here in terms of your dreams messages about this new opportunity. So in terms of the emotional space and the new opportunity, as in the intro, if you were watching the process, I mentioned that these 3 tiles kind of flanking this new opportunity with the charms. These are all cautionary charms as well. So you have cautionary tiles with cautionary charms. So you have, if dad can't fix it, no one else can, which means you can fix it. So you're kind of stuck in this emotional space. So that's emotional thinking, being emotionally driven, being blind by emotions as well, right? Because there's a new opportunity here that's waiting for you to grab, and I feel like you can't really see it right now because your emotions are so heightened or easily triggered that you might not be seeing this opportunity. It is paired with time for your energy to change. And with my vampire teeth, this is all about negative talk, negative thoughts. So again, sort of the self-confidence that I was feeling. You might be venting about a workplace or an environment or people, and that's kind of blocking you for this new opportunity as well. So anger keeps us, blind. We can't see, right? Heightened emotions. If you've already been hurt, you know, a past situation. So if this is your work life starting to bleed into your dreams, it could be your dreams could be you releasing the energy that you're building up through the day, like frustrations with delays in promotion, constantly going through reorgs, or team members keep coming and going, and you're kind of dealing with that. Now we do have the past here is having an impact, and they want you to make peace with that past scenario as well. So in your dream, you might actually be encountering or seeing these people or person. Your dream might also be replaying this historic kind of scene or moment from your past to see in your dreamscape if you can make peace. You know, what way are you going to approach it this time? Now, changes are about to happen, and we're going to come up here later, but we also have it's meant to happen. It's meant to be. So with the commitment, reoccurring decisions, cycles, repetitive behavior with this charm, knowing that we're going here next, and what your dreams are telling you. You know, if you don't break this cycle yourself, if you don't have the courage to kind of identify what you're doing here in terms of your mindset, your emotional space, maybe you're holding a grudge or you keep bringing up something from the past. In order for you to move forward, you're going to have to break this, you know, break this behavior, break this cycle, break out of this environment, and have the courage to kind of set out on your own here. So you're, like I said, in your dream might be encouraging you to see if you have bravery. So whatever your scene is, whatever your experience is in your dream, is it asking you to display some courage here? You know, what do you have to break? Are you battling? You know, is there a crowd that are taunting or chasing or yelling? You know, it's up to you to kind of fix it, right? Are you the hero of your dream story, right? The hero. The hero. Okay, let's see what the cards are pairing here. So we have intuition again. So starting with the main thematic here that connects everybody. We have your heightened intuition. So the work that you've been doing, right, with your alignment of chakras, your alignment of energy, you're really starting to activate and turn on your third eye here, your intuition, your gut feeling. I went to put it down, but then I picked it back up because of all the emotional blue. But look at how the pyramid here is taking off out of it, right? It's kind of charting its own course here. You know, I am a fan of sci-fi, so it almost feels like it's starting to like charge up and like take off. I don't know if that's how in your waking life, if that's how you feel right now, or are your emotions, like, are you getting charged up and then, you know, snapping, releasing? Well, look at this. Look at all the road maps. Didn't I just say this looks like a spaceship taking off? Look at all of you. You know, some of you are more direct in your path. You're understanding the dream a little bit more. You know, you're going from A to B in your dream, falling asleep, traveling, your journey, waking up. And then look at some of you kind of, you know, going back and revisiting. So for some of you, your dream this week or dreams this week may have been a recurring dream, the same thing, the same scene, or at least when you're waking up, you feel like you're in the same place. Whereas others, for the rest of you, your dreams are taking you through completely different scenarios, but the end goal is all the same, right? The courage to take off here, courage to go in your direction, kind of leave the comfort of your sort of familiar environment. So I was talking, if this was a work scenario, work stress, you know, there was encouragement to get out, right? Break the cycle, get out there, do something different. Don't keep hanging out in the past here. Don't keep swirling back and doubling back, right? Try to follow your straight shot here. And then this card very much looks like the first thematic here. But look at your end goal. You know, heading into the next week here. And with you more fully aligned, right? All your chakras are now more even. You know, your rainbow aura is more in control. It's more aligned with your heart center, your heart desires. And you're starting to turn on your power manifestations here. So I like that it is saying journey to wholeness. We were seeing that here, as I was saying, your alignment. So coming into yourself here, starting to calm down, right? These emotions, you're not taking off in your emotions anymore. You've recentered yourself. You've realigned. You've found your balance. You know, see how all the wisps here are moving away from you, right? All of your aura energies, your soul energies. You know, they're swirling, coming and going. They're starting to align. And then here, you're in full control. Her hair is what's wispy, but your energies are flowing to you, through you, from you. So you've really mastered that skill. You're controlling your energies here. Okay, so moving to the next section here of your messages. So I was saying that, you know, this is destined to happen, whether you influence the change or not. The angels are. But this change is actually a gift. I mean, how can it not be when you're aligning with your heart's passion? You know, that is a gift in and of itself. And then they're reinforcing that you are blessed with gifts. Like I said, we all have gifts, whether it's, you know, gift of healing, could be gift of words, gift of knowledge, whatever it is. You know, there's I think 21 gifts. You have a close connection here. I don't know if that's connected to this opportunity that maybe that's why emotions and negative thoughts, self-confidence, venting is kind of happening here, right, about the past. But there's good luck with this connection. So if you have the strength to kind of lean into the relationship to make things better or walk away, you know, whatever's better for you, that needs to be in consideration. Now, it does have unexpected gift or message. It's coming from afar with my Sydney Opera House charm here. This is distance. This is also after a prolonged period of silence as well. So you could be waiting, or maybe you even gave up on waiting. If we're kind of coming back here, sort of the change in energy and the courage of the past. Maybe you gave up on something, so it's coming in. It's destined to happen. You know, it could be this person that's crossing your path, right? It's a lucky connection if you have the strength to jump on it. If you do the work and balance your emotions so you can see that. Because remember, we were talking over here about kind of blind. You can't really see. And then we focus on this. So we have focus on socialization, talking, connecting, right? A connection. This is positive energy in contrast to negative energy when you're talking and you're socializing. Getting out there as well. This charm is about being seen. So let people see you. Even if it's just, you know, getting your resume back out there. But I feel more it's a connection here. And then we have your knowledge. Learning something new and or applying newly gained knowledge, skills, you know, as it aligns with your heart here. Maybe that's the work you've been putting in to kind of this journey of wholeness, right? You're deciding what's best for me, or hey, I've got this, you know, my self-worth is XYZ, so I want to give you my talent. I want to show off my talent, right? You are gifted. You want to show off your talent as the turtle looks up here. Okay. Well, we're starting with the throat chakra, and I was talking about socializing, talking, connecting, having the strength to do that, having the strength to show off your gift, your talent, sharing your awareness, right? You're sharing your journey, helping others to do that as well. So that looks like a space you're going. And I had just said that one of the soul gifts is gift of healing, gift of words, right? Gift of healing, gift of communication. So maybe that's the skill that you've really developed, right? As we have my presenter speaking charm here, socialization, connecting, influence with this gained knowledge. There's a lot of transformation here, right? We had the butterfly, transformation symbol sandwiched between your guardian angels and our souls, right? This is our prism that we live in. Then we have the infinity with the angels here. and kind of looking up at the gold tones here of what I like to call kind of the angelic tones, God's tones, if that's your center of belief. And the snake is looking up at that. So maybe your belief system is getting stronger as well, whatever your belief system is, even if it's just belief in self, right? Focus on this now. Believe in yourself. Trust in your gifts and your talent. Share it, right? Throat chakra, share it. And then we have two beautiful cards here that we're ending on. Endless opportunities. We saw that here. But what happens, right? The endless opportunities are in front of her once she has changed her perspective, right? She's shedding this skin. She's releasing that from her heart, right? All that doesn't serve you from the past, you know, all these ghosts in the closet, right? She's releasing all that, and she's receiving in return, once this dragon, right? This really long history is released. Look at all the beautiful aura here in the background. That's going to fill your heart, fill her heart. And then you have endless possibilities, endless opportunities. I wonder if this group is even in a water scene in your dream, because there's a big call here, big connection here to environment and leaving that environment. And then here, I feel very like under the ocean, feel very fluid water-esque. There is a lot of blue as well in all the cards. So I don't know if you're out in space, floating, weightlessness. If anything like that resonates with you, any kind of waterway, exploration, travel, flying, that might all have been key elements of your dream. Maybe I'll just stick this one up here. I'll just move card number 3 and 2 out of the way. There we go. Yeah, so group number 1, it looks like your dream or dreams this week were all about, you know, this transformation, this alignment, this balance of self, you know, your wholeness here. All of your chakras are aligning, and your tuition is being ignited, right? Your soul gifts. But you already have some gifts that you need to offer here. There's encouragement here for you to offer your gifts out to the world. Like if I look back at this card, instead of this being the opportunities, these are the opportunities for you to gift, right? To help, to heal. Different places where you can apply this talent, right? Show off your self-worth here. So tap into the change, embrace the change, and try to release any negative thoughts, emotions, in this past. And also look to see what kind of bad habits, cycle, recurring decision, or even a lack of making a decision, right? Purposely distracting yourself, delaying. See if you can break it, because if you don't break it, you know, it's already in your soul plan here to be broken, but they want you to choose strength. We have strength, bravery, and courage. Strength, bravery, and courage. And you've got it. So group 1, good luck to you. Come back next week for your dream analysis check-in, and let's see how you move forward. So I am an organic reader, so if you didn't pick, or if you weren't drawn to cards 2 or 3, you can pop off now. Oops. Throwing these all around. Just gonna do a quick cleanup here. Reset for group number 2. Anybody attracted to card number 2 for the week? Okay, card number 2. Bring you back. And we got card number 3 right there. Okay. So for group number 2, we're going to do charms first. We'll get some more cards with those charms, and then we'll jump in and see what this main thematic is for everybody. Okay. So we'll see where they want to start this conversation. There was movement down here. Seems like a lot of us are dealing with the past. Completely human, so, you know, I guess benefit and curse, right, of being humans with free will and emotions. Just gonna see where I'm feeling most of the movement. Oop. Kind of surprising me here on how they're just falling out of my hand here. Oh, I guess we're back over here on this corner tile. Let's move my thumb, see what they want. I can feel the movement. I don't know which, I think it's the starfish here they're trying to release. There we go, okay. So we've got a milestone connection that's either going to bring peace or a milestone in terms of ending a connection that brings you peace. Something about your environment here. Something's keeping you stuck where you are. Your environments are where you spend the bulk of your time. Usually we have two primary, home and work, home and travel, 2 homes, 2 families, whatever it might be. Oh, we've got a struggle, something you're struggling with. That's probably the main focus of your dreams this week, helping you through that struggle. And then we have some tentativeness here, some weakness, kind of stumbling on your legs here, worry to walk, nervousness with balance. I wonder if you're having... I wonder if you've had that displayed in your waking life, like vertigo or stumbling, tripping, suddenly feeling off balance, or easily pushed or falling off balance. It does have something to do with your energy here, because these all kind of dropped together here. Something's conflicting in your energy, and maybe that's what's making you have a bit of wobbly legs here and balance, issues with balance. Could be the balance here in your home environment as well, because it says don't dwell on this in order to move forward, and yet you can't move forward because you're stumbling a little bit here. You're nervous, you're anxious. And then we have quite a bit of love, but I'm noticing that they're choosing to point the arrow up to this beware of this at this time, kind of cautionary note. So you need to receive some news here. Something's connected to your heart space. Something you've maybe been manifesting. Maybe you're going to get an answer. You have been receiving an answer in your dreams about a heart's wish. And maybe they're trying to tell you that what you're wishing and hoping for will not be good for you. Maybe it's this connection. You know, maybe you're hoping and praying, you know, your partner will propose or commit to you. But then there's a warning of that's not really what you want. Are you sure this person's for you, right? Are you sure this is the right person for you? Because your angels don't. It's that kind of feeling. Okay, let's get some cards, and then we'll actually dive into the real messages. We'll see how the initial impressions here line up. So they're definitely sticking this one out at me. This one back here, and then this one here is kind of waving its hand. Ooh, it even slid over. Maybe we need to start here. Just had some beautiful movement there. Okay. So card number 2, group number 2. Let's start with your main thematic up here. So all of you are drawn to this card because you share this kind of commonality in terms of your dreams this past week. So we have the infinite. And really this card is all about manifestation, right? You taking control of events, right? Her hands are moving in motions. I don't know if you watch Amazon or if you're into any kind of fantastical fantasy programs, like on Amazon and Netflix. I'm picturing, or they're showing me like the Wheel of Time, right? When they show the special effects of the women gifted with the powers. You know, the Witcher is another kind of literary depiction they're showing me, right? When they go into battle and they're manifesting their powers, or even just when they're practicing, right? Those younger recruits, and they're practicing and learning how to control this energy. So there's something here about either you need to take control, you are taking control, or manifestation. And if we start here on this heart's wish, this heart's desire, of course you're manifesting, right? As we see in the charm here. See all the filigree, all the wisps? You know, you're kind of designing the heart, you know, your little heart, and the filigree here, you're kind of designing the larger heart. I'm not sure why they won't stay up today. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I keep hitting it. Maybe I was hitting it because I was coming up here. But like they want me to push the card down. Like, don't wish this. Don't manifest this. You know, don't force yourself to fit a situation. Don't force somebody else to fit a situation. Because like I said, there's a very strong caution here, right? They chose my red tile. This is a red flag. You know, if you talk about relationships, which it seems like we are, your dreams are giving you red flags here. You know, Cupid's arrow here was not shooting through your heart. It was shooting away. So this connection, love or not, just a connection, could be a friend, family member, coworker, could be a company, could be an animal, you know, something you're trying to pull into your life here, into your waking life. You're trying to pull it in, and it's just not meant for you. It's not right. It's not a right fit. I just keep getting it's not a good fit for you. You know, oftentimes we do that, right? We don't always wish for things that we know are the best for us. We never know until sometimes that wish comes true, right? For some reason, I feel like this is standalone. I feel like all of this all goes together. This is very much standalone. So I don't know if it's just some of you that were drawn to this second deck that this is resonating with. You know, this heart's wish of trying to control a situation or a person and like I said, pull it into you, make them stay with you. You're trying to keep it. And like there's this force fitting. Okay. So I do feel like they're trying to remind you of the uniqueness, right? Because I keep saying force fitting here, force fitting. And look at her shape, right? It's not really defined. It has the same kind of filigree here in terms of figuring things out. You know, I think I want it, so I'm going to adjust myself this way or that way. I don't know if you've been changing for someone, because it's also a heavy emotional card as well. So maybe you're flip-flopping between, okay, I'll change for this person, I won't. But you shouldn't be changing, right? You're unique. You yourself are a unique gift, right? There's your soul essence right there. So why is your aura shut down? Maybe that's your red flag. That's your sign, right? Are you shut down? Are you are you boxed in the way she is? Are you trying to force yourself to follow these expectations or what this other person or situation's putting on you? Are they trying to tell you what you should look like, how you should dress? Because, I don't know, I keep just getting drawn into her form not really being solidified and not really confirmed here. You know, it's still very wispy. Like, who am I? What am I? I wonder if that's the situation. You know how balance in a relationship, right? One person's giving, are you giving in more because you want it so bad? You want this person so bad? You want this relationship so bad? You're losing yourself. She's kind of disappearing, right? We could also read it that way. You know, she's starting to go translucent. You know, her outfit here, her dress is completely gone. You know, not her hands are gone. Her hair is gone, right? She's starting to lose herself here. She's disappearing. So remember your unique gifts. Remember who you are. And look how the arrow turned when I put the charm down. You know, heart pointing at you, not up here. It's not pointing at this situation, this person. Oops. Showing you the back of the card. And then we have crown chakra, unlimited self. You know, unlock your potential. This card is making me see, what's that famous painting? I think it's Venus, right? She's standing in the seashell, and her hair's flowing, and I think she's holding the pearl in her same area, right? Her sacral chakra areas where she's holding the pearl, and she has all that beautiful beauty around her, right? Is it Venus? Is it Aphrodite? I forget. I keep seeing this as like the seashell, and your soul here, right? This is the soul energies that I see. You know, look how beautiful you are. So there is this losing yourself in this situation, this relationship. And why are you doing that? You know, your dreams are asking, why are you doing that? Look at you. Look at you. Why are you giving into this? Why do you want this? That's not good for your heart. Not good for your heart. Okay. Not good for you, not good for your heart. All right. So the past is having an impact here on you. I don't know if it's past relationships, if it's the individual sitting up here. But there's tentativeness. You know, there's going at your own pace. This is anxiety, nervousness. You know, if you are staying up in this space, is it because you're thinking, oh, I can't date again. I can't look for another job again. That's just too much for me. You know, it's more than I can handle. But look what you're giving up in exchange. Why would you want to give that up? Also, everybody's life goes at its own pace. We all have our own journey. We all have our own soul plan. We all accomplish and achieve everything at the time that's right for us to do so. So there's a message here of, you know, if you're wondering if the time is right, if the time, like, I don't know if you're scared in your dream. I don't know if you're coming here because you had nightmares this week, or you woke up in sweats and you're not sure why I'm so stressed out and nervous, but it seems like it's coming back to you finding your own pace to do things. Time to change your energy. I do have the charm of warring with head and heart. And connecting that with pace. It's very much about changing your energy around feeling guilty, right? Coming back to my little fawn here, right? She's afraid to move forward because she feels shy. Guilt falls into that. Guilt is a trigger to hold us back. So if you can change your energy, right? Go from this to back to your soul energy, back to who you are. We're going to have this really kind of nice exploration here, kind of nice growth here. So change your energy from this nervousness. Don't let the past influence you, essentially. You know, go at your own pace, heal at your own pace, grieve at your own pace, move forward at your own pace. I'm going to come over here because this deep struggle to focus on, you know, if it's not a relationship or an environment situation that is kind of sucking the life out of you over here, we do have change your perspective again and take off. This is my bat charm. This is all about deciding which state you want to be in, right? Should the bat close its wings and sleep, like hang there and sleep? Or should it be letting go of its feet and flying, right? Moving forward. So you have a decision here to make. Your dreams are letting you know. Right now, at this time, your deepest struggle is moving from one state to the other state. We saw that here as well. Go at your own pace for this change. You know, we know you're battling, but you do have to move. You can't stay here. You can't stay in the standstill. You have to choose one or the other. And what I like about the starfish is the regeneration, right? If we go into just the biology of a starfish, I do believe they have the ability to regenerate one of their limbs here, right? I'm not a marine, water, oceanographer, biologist or anything, but I believe that's correct. So there's like, again, this beautiful message of your uniqueness, right? You're a star, starfish, star, you're a star. Grow back your dimensions of self, right? Grow back these limbs. You've lost yourself. Again, we're coming back to this transparency card here. You know, why are you losing yourself in this scenario? Why are you losing yourself by just standing stagnant? You got to focus on you. You got to focus on your growth at your own pace, but you got to grow. And show off who you are. You're a star. Unique. Star. Why are you forgetting who you are? Don't let anybody make you forget who you are. So one of your main environments, so where you're spending a lot of your time, this is where you're stuck. Yeah, don't dwell on this. You need to move forward, right? What you need to focus on, your deepest struggle, is this environment. You truly feel like you can't leave this tent. You can't leave this circus family. You can't leave this drama, right? It's also on another red tile, another red flag. Why are you staying in an environment that's negative for you? You're fully aware that this environment does not make you happy. It does not satisfy you. It doesn't meet all the needs that you have. So walk out of the curtains. The angels are holding your curtains open for you. You know, fly out, let go, release, move forward. So then we have excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze, I apologize. I don't like to do that into the camera. Or into the microphone, I should say. You have a special connection. I mean, that might be this close relationship. That's kind of draining you here. You think it's a dream come true, or you're trying to force it to be the dream come true, but in reality, it's just draining you. It's holding you back. But a special close relationship milestone, it's going to bring you peace. I feel more like this is somebody incoming. This will be a new person crossing your path. You know, somebody opening the door for you to go into a new environment, right? The person pulling back that curtain. I mean, today could be the milestone day, just the fact that you came to the dream analysis reading. You know, today's the day you met me. You know, the messages you received brought you some peace to move forward here, right? To make your decision, to end the struggle. I'm playing with my nose a lot, so I don't know if this has made you cry a lot. Again, the dominant blue, like I don't know if you've just felt sad a lot because of this situation. So I said to shine, didn't I, with the star? You're a star. Let people see you, right? For whatever reason, I'm also being drawn into her lower half, which is part of the symbol for Capricorn. I don't know what January, I guess it's end of December, Jan, or just January, but there's for some reason they're emphasizing Capricorn here, Capricorn. I wonder if January was the first time you kind of felt this as a red flag, you know, the environment, you know, if that was a trigger moment. January was a milestone trigger moment for you. And the reason why I'm saying it's a trigger moment, because look at how her soul is just beaming out from behind her, right? So it was like an epiphany here, an aha moment. What the heck was that moment? And that moment was for you to see it as a sign, right? As a red flag for you to move out of this shadow and shine. You know, somebody is blocking your light, and I think I said that in the intro, my intro babble. What I love about this card when I get this card is the exhale, right? The breath. Right? That's the peace, the going at your own balance, the shift in energy. You know, she's doing it here. You're doing it here. I'm pausing just because I know this is a dream analysis reading. I don't think this is you in the dream, but I'm wondering when you come out, like when you wake up, like I'm not feeling you drained. I actually feel the opposite. I feel like you're waking up going, oh, I had a good deep sleep, or maybe you're laughing because you're just like, I don't even know when I fell asleep. My head hit the pillow and boom, next thing I know, I'm waking up, because you're really getting immersed here into your dream, right? The manifestation, the power of control. But see the peace of mind you have? Like you're waking up calm. You're waking up ready to kind of take on the day of struggle and challenges ahead of you, because you have control in your dream. So how do you manifest that now into your waking life, right? Bring it from your dream state into your waking life state. You know, you're in control of your destiny. This is infinity. This is you in control. You're deciding to fly through these rings. You're deciding what's going to light up your environment here. This is you, the star, right? Look at you burning bright, shining bright. So you're shining bright down here in your dream. Bring it to your waking life here. Okay. Just seeing if there's any kind of final messages. I like laying out the cards. I'm also pausing because I like to let you all connect with the cards as well, because you know your dreams, I don't, so there might be specific imagery that you're kind of taking away here. But everything's like the infinite, right? Infinity, infinite, control. Look at her touching, manifesting, control, 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 control. Yeah, other than, like I said, this January connection, this Capricorn connection. I mean, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this individual, this special connection is Capricorn, so January timing, or that was the trigger. You know, January 2025, you know, your soul here tried to trigger you, your angels try to trigger you, and now your dreams are disturbing you. Your dreams are reminding you to take control. Your dreams are giving you the ability to take control. So you're going to see and feel, right? Again, coming to this peacefulness of rest, how you feel when you wake up. You know, you're ready to take control. You have the ability to, but in your waking life, you're not. You're not. You're not. So, you know, try to go beyond your wishful thinking here, and now start doing. Be a doer. And find yourself again. Like I said, something is sucking you dry here. You're almost invisible to me here. You know, your soul energy is here, but you're the essence of you, yourself, right? You're just like a shell, a walking shell here. Okay, so I'll see you at next week's dream analysis reading if you want to join. Otherwise, I'm going to go on to card number 3. So if you weren't drawn to card number 3, you can jump off now. Just going to reset for the last group here. Okay. Shouldn't have taken me that long to pick up those charms. Okay. So group number 3, you were drawn into card number 3. We're going to do charms first, and then we'll get some more cards just to pair with the charms, and then we'll start the reading by seeing what the common thematic was for all of you drawn to card number 3. So I'm just going to go through the chart. When I pause, it's because I'm feeling movement. Sometimes they'll just catch me, and it'll just drop if I'm moving too fast, just like now. I heard the click. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but charms must be moving around if they're knocking into each other here. Oh, I guess that charm was a little high. It's coming. There we go, trying to push the lion out there. Okay. Oh. Just gonna push that on there. Oh, we got some important guidance here from the angels. The angels want you to wait and think. Important guidance from the angels. We've got some increase in wealth and prosperity though here. And we've got messages from your loved one. Look at this, a teddy bear. Someone's getting some comfort here from a loved one. Or all of you are getting comforted here from a loved one. Are you seeing a loved one in your dream? Is that why you're here? You want to know what your loved one's trying to say to you in your dream? I mean, we got the angels over here in your dream. So a loved one is an angel. Okay. I'm leaving this one here. I do feel like this one is purposely meant to be tossed over here. It says wealth, but wealth just means any definition of that for you. Prosperity, abundance. It just means that your life, your world feels complete, stress-free. And then we have luck with the angels and strength. So luck comes with consideration, right? Pause, think this through first. There's a new start, a new kind of love, new passion. Excuse me, I don't know why I coughed just now. I'm interested in this comfort over here. I'm wondering why your loved ones are showing up in your dreams here when you have such a positive outlook. Let's see. Oh, decision to be made. You're at a fork in the road. The lion is walking with confidence. This is my lion who already has all the courage he needs, right? He's no longer the cowardly lion. He's strutting here. He's moving forward. So, you know, they want you to move forward from this fork in the road with confidence. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I animated that for you. He is heading towards the future, though. That's interesting. Doo-doo-doo. And then we have our prism here. The endless possibilities, kind of choose your adventure. Interesting that on the fork in the road charm is my non-fork in the road, right? This isn't a fork. This is choose the door, right? Do you want door number 1, 2, or 3? Do you want the prize behind it? Hopefully it's not a zonk, right? Okay. Now let's get some cards, and then we can get into the dream analysis here. Okay, what have your dreams been talking to you about? So we've increased in abundance and prosperity, sort of your center of wealth. We've got magic, and then we have you walking confidently into the future from this fork in the road. I wonder if you already did the fork in the road. I wonder if that's why you're already walking forward. I don't think you need to actually make a decision other than, you know, door number 1, 2, or 3, path 1, 2, or 3. It's nice to see, like, there's no bad choice here. I don't know why I'm doing the cards this way. I didn't do it the last time. The last time for the other 2 groups. Okay, so I'm going to put you down here with the loved one. I'm going to keep you two up here and you up here. Okay. So card number 3, group number 3, what was your common connecting well, loving compassion, but I was actually drawn to the heart here in the center with the angel wings, knowing that we already have some comfort here from a loved one. So I wonder if your connective tissue here, your connector for your dreams, for all of you coming to this card, is you're seeing loved ones. You're getting visitations, I should say, visitations from your loved ones in your dreams, and they're bringing with them comfort, healing. You know, the purple here is I always see it as a purple blanket, kind of bundling you, swaddling, I think the term is, when we swaddle a baby, right? You know, the feet are nice and tight, the arms are nice and tight and comfortable, warmth, right? There's some comforting warmth coming in here with all the beautiful purples. My empathy, compassionate purples. You should be very comfortable with this, you know, with this visitation. I don't know why they're giving you a teddy bear here. I mean, my teddy bear is a symbol of comfort, right? We give teddy bears when people are recovering. We give people teddy bears so that they can hug it. I don't know if you need a hug right now. I don't know if you need comfort. Maybe you feel like your world is going nowhere. Maybe you feel like you're not moving forward to the future. So your whole dream, your loved ones coming to you during your dreams, is to just hug you through this time, because, you know, wealth is in your future. You're walking forward into your future. You made a decision. You've already made this decision in the fork of the road. So you have endless possibilities here on where your future is going to take you. Maybe you've been afraid of this decision you made. You know, maybe it was a shock to the system. So you think like, oh crap, oh shoot, oh no, what did I do? And maybe that's why I'm starting down here with the teddy bear. Like, no, you did okay. You know, here's your gift. We're also your gift. We're coming to you in your dreams to hug you and love you. You know, good job. Way to go. You're in recovery now, right? The struggle's over. You're in the recovery now. Okay. They're pulling me down here to core of creation, but the definition that they're giving me is parenthood in terms of creation, right? You create your family, you create little humans by influencing their behaviors, their personalities, supporting them, etc. So this message from your loved one, the person visiting you in your dreams, or people, they must have a family connection to you. If it's not parent explicitly, like if you're someone who has not lost a parent, it's either grandparent, aunt, uncle, cousin, could be all of the above, because it is infinity, right? It could be it does say ancestors, so it could be every and anyone from your family lineage here. They're coming down to congratulate you for this decision you made when you had your fork in the road. So if they're feeling so good about this decision, you definitely need to feel good about your decision. I can say that change rarely happens comfortably, right? So again, we're coming back to here's some comfort, because you're probably not feeling comfortable right now. You know, you're going through this change. You made a decision, and you're strutting down. You're heading down one of these endless possibility paths that are taking you to your future. Your family is encouraging you to keep your confidence in self here. This is you being very confident in yourself, very self-assured with your decision. You know your destination. You know your end goal. So you're heading that way. I also notice every time I play with this, I keep pointing up here to money. And then we have wealth, magic. I wonder if this charm belongs with these charms, because I keep connecting it over here and not over here, because we have magical moments. This is, you know, wishful thinking coming true, right? Manifestations coming true. This is positive karma, karmic energies coming into you, right? The power of the unicorn here. So, like I said, you have a very beautiful outlook here on the future in terms of you feeling like you're having an abundant, prosperous life. You're not wanting for anything. You know, your heart center is full. Oh, well, look at this. Your star, right? You're shining. Look at your powers of manifestation here. You are fully turned on here. So I'm gonna say right now, watch your thoughts. You know, watch what you're thinking. Make sure they're all positive. Make sure you're leading each day with kindness towards others, because your power is going to influence potentially those around you, those close to you, right? You have the ability to influence in a very positive way right now. So not only are you fully balanced, but you might be able to help balance other people's environments right now. That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, it's amazing. I should say that's amazing. No wonder you're walking forward with such confidence here into the future. Look at you know that you're in full control here. Look at that Trinity, right? We have the perfectly fits too. I never even realized that. Boom, look at you. Some powerful, powerful beings have come to the reading today. I'm just pausing because I'm trying to see if there's also any connection here, if they can let me know if there's any further elaboration here in terms of a family or ancestry or lineage. I mean, they're just pulling me into the two dragons here, which for me are usually part of like family emblems, family shields. I don't know if you're someone who's into researching or documenting your family tree, or looking into who your ancestors are. But it's interesting how these two are really standing out to me as like two core supporters about this gift, this power of manifestation that you've unlocked. I wonder if that's why they're showing up in your dreams. I mean, even daydreams. You know, you can just happen to catch yourself thinking of someone or thinking about family. Like, oh, I wonder who my great uncle was. Just, you know, a random thought is coming to you and you're kind of daydreaming about it, you know, as you connect into your intuition, into your sixth sense here. I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of like, again, there's this congratulations. Like we're looking at you, kid. Right? Here's the teddy bear. We're visiting you in your dream. We're talking to you. You know, they're whispering in the ear. They're supporting, again, the compassion, right? The love and support that they're surrounding you with in your dream. Okay, so your loved ones here in your dreams, they want you to continue to be strong, right? Continue to have that confidence, your self-assuredness. They're loving it, right? Strong is beautiful. They're letting you know that who you are today, who you've developed yourself into, is quite beautiful. So you must have gone through some personal change here. They want you to kind of pause and think first, which just means don't be spontaneous, especially if you have, if ease of life is improving. It's easier for us to be more spontaneous, to chase things that we've always wanted, versus think it through first, right? Plan it, make it a goal. As I connect into this kind of little passion igniting, your heart's growing. So maybe be careful of giving, right? If your abundance, if your life overall is improving, just be careful not to overgive. You know, you probably have a very charitable, humanitarian, caring heart. So when our luck improves, sometimes we'll rush to kind of make up for years of not giving, right? If you're a charitable donor. So there's a caution here of not being too spontaneous with your newfound luck here. Just keep growing, keep being strong and growing. You know, let this heart get much larger. Don't start spending your luck here. You're gonna, the balance, you know, you're gonna have less in your bucket and more outside. So group number one, or card number one, had their journey to wholeness as well. They were just kind of starting theirs, kind of going through it. I feel like you're done yours. You know, again, we were getting all that congratulations of, you know, the strong is beautiful, right? Like this card in itself is quite gorgeous in the design and the colors. Everything's vibrant. She's all balanced, you know, all of her soul energy. Her chakras are all balanced. Her intuition is ignited. She knows exactly where she's going, right? We saw that here. You're completely lit up. You're ignited. Your power manifestations, your intuition, your control of your future. Right? If we tune in, look at, what are you doing here? Look at you. You know, even in your dreamscape, you know, you're talking to your loved ones. Usually when there's one eye, this is your soul, you know, looking back at you, letting you know that this is your soul plan, like you and your soul reconnecting, talking about your soul plan and what's next in your future. We saw that here, right? You made your decision. Look at her. Boom, bullseye. I said that. You know exactly where you're going. You know what your future holds for you. And now you're telling your angels, you're telling your soul energy, here's where I'm headed, you know, let's go there together. But you have made that decision, the fork in the road, and you're already kind of heading forward here. So really beautiful to see the power of manifestation here, and all the cards. All of your cards are quite vibrant. I would say you have a beautiful opportunity here to really lean into your dreams. I know I did, this reading was for the week that just passed, but I don't think your relatives are going to stop visiting you. So you have a really good opportunity to put out intention before you fall asleep. If there's someone specific you want to consult with, talk to, right? Just kind of mention that before you go to bed. Like, hey, like, you know, finish brushing your teeth and then go, okay, I'm crawling into bed, and, you know, Grandpa, I'd really like to talk to you tonight. You know, I'm heading into my future, and you used to do X, Y, Z. You know, you have the ability with the star here. You have the ability to connect, to take away the knowledge, to manifest, right? To consult, right? Let's think first. Let's consult with your angels. Let's think first before we go rushing in here with our newfound luck, our newfound magic. Okay, so thank you for joining. I will see you next week at next week's dream analysis reading, if this is of interest to you. Otherwise, keep going. What you're doing is working out for you. There's nothing but positive outlook for you here in your near future. Thanks for joining.